What do you get when you combine math with Mozart?
New studies show an important connection between music and early brain development, especially for math and science skills.
Piano lessons and a computer program have struck a harmonious chord with some inner-city school children.
Math skills improved through a combination of piano lessons and computer study.
This idea comes from Professor Gordon Shaw at the University of California.
You can't teach your kid higher mathematics at 2 or 3, but you can teach him music.
Playing music enhances the brain's ability to recognize and manipulate patterns.
When, say, Mozart composes, or the Beatles compose their music, it's pleasing to us because these natural patterns are being excited in our brain when we listen to them.
Music is tapping into the internal structure of the brain that we're born with.
Youngsters are finding a new way to improve their math skills.
Music may be the key.
We're seeing that it does play this special role and is not just some extra frill.
What changes in a child's life as a result of this program?
She's blossoming.
To see the light turn on with a child like that is very exciting. You know, that's what we're looking for every day.
Our brainier kids love it because it's a challenge. Our struggling children like it because they can be successful.
I used to say we're leveling the playing field, but we're not leveling it. We're just giving them a boost.
It's been equally successful in schools at every level.
We're giving music lessons now to every child.
Now if you play the piano, raise your hand. And there was this sound, and every student at the assembly raised their hands.
We would have never had this opportunity otherwise if it wasn't for this program.
Yo vi el progreso en mi hija.
It builds confidence, and bottom line is it's building thinking skills that they can apply to anything else in their life.
Our youngsters have to develop critical thinking skills, math skills, and this is what this does, along with spatial reasoning, so that they're able to compete in a global world.
Math is really the international language, and this is breaking through every language barrier. You could be a Vietnamese speaker, Spanish, Korean, Chinese.
It's sort of universal. So children, no matter where they are, whether they speak English or not, can come in and sit at those computers and feel so good about themselves and feel so successful.
I'm concerned that many of our new Americans will be relegated to lower classes, and we will forever be characterized by a polarization, and this is simply not the American way.
What we're doing here is really vital to our society, taking advantage of the talent that's in our kids.
The concepts become riveted in the minds of students.
The kids are really going to overcome and go to a higher level.
If we didn't have this program, they might not have discovered strengths in their children.
When teachers see kids doing such challenging work and succeeding, it raises the expectation bar.
Now all of a sudden he was doing the math and he was getting it right.
There's been a big improvement with Lindsay in her math skills and her math reasoning.
She knows it's hard, but she said, I can do it, Mom. Yes.
Once you have it, your parents will never allow you to let it go. There's no way.
The Mind Institute combines a research program with an education deployment program
that helps young students develop their critical thinking skills.
Music is spatial temporal reasoning. It is mathematics, actually.
Music has a way of accessing their intelligence in a way that worksheets and paper doesn't.
I don't believe music is attractive to us simply because it's entertainment.
The scientists at the Mind Institute have been able to demonstrate that the arts play a vital role in a child's development.
It's the arts, plus it's so in tune with the academic process.
To learn both math and music at the same time, there's a multiplier effect.
By funding the music program, we're also funding mathematics.
We take this fundamental way, which is inherent to our structured cortex, and teach mathematics that way.
Our regular math curriculum does not focus on spatial temporal awareness.
An easier way to put it is, thinking in pictures.
It really isn't offered in our traditional educational fare.
The time to work with the mind is when the child is young.
We have the technology to be able to teach in the way that we know makes a big difference with kids.
We're developing kids who can think.
There's a round beam.
The round beam we're putting up right there.
That's three-dimensional trigonometry, effectively.
We define literacy as one's ability to read, write, and compute to solve problems.
They were mathematically illiterate, and this program showed that everyone can learn.
It's not that some people can think this way and others cannot.
Se concentra. Todo el tiempo está fija en la computadora.
They love Gigi. They think he's the coolest guy.
Gigi will come along to some obstacle, and you have to get Gigi past.
You put down the answer, you click on Gigi, and then when it's right, he walks.
She was talking about Gigi, who
has become a celebrity figure in many of our homes. Seriously.
He helped me learn math by making it fun instead of making it boring.
Mind has done such an incredible job matching the games to the standards that we teach.
What appear to be games to them,
the kids just think that they're dealing with really natural thing like opening a book and closing a book.
But actually we're teaching the fundamentals of algebra and geometry.
Multiplication and division, place value.
Fractions, which can be a challenging subject.
And they could tell you all about quarter notes, half notes, whole notes.
And enjoying those games
in a way that is very concrete.
They can kind of grasp it, they can put their hands around it.
And we've seen an increase in our test scores. And it's been a sharp increase.
Once Mind Institute came on board, our math scores went from the 80s to the 85th to the 90th percentile to the 95th percentile.
Our average gain for our API has been 54 points a year.
They made phenomenal gains.
Quantifiable results. We have the data to support this.
This is online education.
Literally every keystroke goes directly back to the Mind Institute.
We're giving kids immediate feedback.
Instant feedback.
Instant feedback. The accountability was built right into the program.
So we've gone way up.
Mind Institute is a huge piece of our success, huge.
She always told me, Mom, I don't like math. It's boring. After that she take this program, I never hear, Mom, I don't like, or Mom, it's boring. No.
This is a program that could change the world.
It's Henry Ford building the first car. It's the Wright brothers building the first airplane.
This is a revolution in education.
There's an opportunity for a
paradigm shift.
Truly revolutionary.
Paradigm shift in education.
It is what we need to keep up with the technology that continues to be developed.
One of the concerns of all technology companies is the availability of engineers and people with math and science backgrounds.
The United States has always had an advantage in terms of innovation and creativity and problem solving in the workforce.
It's difficult to imagine the United States in the years to come if we don't train young students at the earliest grade levels to go on to think about science and math. Our future as a nation, I think, is in jeopardy.
When I grow up, I might want to be a doctor or a scientist or an astronaut.
They have the potential to be anything they want, doctors, anything, mathematicians.
Not just mathematics, but chemistry, physics, engineering, computer science.
Playing an instrument in like an orchestra or something. In a big theater playing in front of people.
Everyone here has to know, not when they're graduating from high school, but when they'll be entering college.
Every school should have it.
They really do deserve to have this program.
It is our goal to put the Mind Institute in every one of our schools.
We know it's scalable.
I see this program all over the country.
Nationwide.
Across the nation.
And all over the world. And with the help of
those that are so strongly support this program.
All the benefactors that the Mind Institute has had, this is how our children have been able to succeed.
To realize their potential.
The potential for what this program can do for the mind of a child.
Realize their dreams.
This is a program that should be expanded, it should be supported, it should be financially supported.
This is an investment that will pay dividends far into the future.
Everybody cares about education. They want to know how they can help.
It's a major augmentation to our elementary education.
It's a terrific program.
I ask you to open up your hearts and make a commitment.
My favorite subject in school is math. You get to learn new music. It helps me learn certain things I'm supposed to learn in life.
Hi, my name is Estelita Walker.
Laura Peña.
Ron Kincaid.
My name is Teresa Morales.
Melissa Carr.
Jerry Walker.
You know, I was very lucky that when they came out with this program that my daughter could get into this.
I'm Mickey Shaw, and I'm the Director of Development for the Mind Institute.
I spent 17 years in engineering. Before that, I went through the physics program at UCLA.
Einstein was reported he thought exclusively in terms of spatial temporal reasoning.
I'm a co-founder of the Mind Institute, and I'm a chief technical officer.
Anything new, there are going to be people that don't understand it if they don't see the whole picture.
I've seen it just do amazing things with some students.
The best urban school district in the nation.
Well, remember that the Mind Institute is fun.
I had been a principal for 15 years. Can you believe that? I was like 12 when I started.
Babysitter, comforter, mother, grandmother.
I'm Ted Smith. I'm chairman of the board of directors of the Mind Institute.
Well, my name is Chris Elfman. I frequently go by Tall, Dark, and Good Looking.
Former senator, secretary of education, member of the State Board of Education. You don't have to use all of that. I was also on the Board of Supervisors, and the State Assembly, and the State Board.
Part of my job is dealing with great community groups like the Mind Institute.
Well, I'm a real estate developer. I build buildings like the one behind us here.
I get a great chance and opportunity to mix both technology and the arts, including music, in my life.